what, Mike? Not all news is bad news. That was a good.
But good news here to see this man in house.
More good news. It's always good news when we see Brian Fuller from Mercyhurst University. Are you kidding me? So, sir, last night we saw this news come out with Pete Hegseth, Mike Waltz, and a text message saying that, hey, we're going to go and bomb a war. Well, I shouldn't say a war star, but as far as Yemen goes, and that. Look at, I can't even talk anymore, Brian, because I know you were very fired up about this because it's so uncharacteristic of the United States government.
Well, first of all, unclassified system passing war plans on it, but then involving a journalist and then claiming that it wasn't war plans and all of that. It really comes down to classified information being handled against what is actually presidential executive orders. When you get a security clearance, we all sign an agreement and get taught how to handle this. Operational security should have taken effect using Signal, an unclassified platform, to pass classified information. You know, President Trump may be off the hook because he creates the policy, but those that were on there, they violated not only executive orders, but they violated policy for handling classified information. And quite frankly, we've seen people get indicted for less in handling of that information.
Because you are a 20-year U.S. Army veteran and Purple Heart recipient, how disturbing is it? I know you were very upset about it last night.
Yeah, it's very disturbing to me because the type of information that was leaked, that is information that should be handled with care. It should be handled as classified information, and it should be handled through classified systems and communication. More importantly, there should have been a knowledge of our highest, Department of Defense and officials understanding how to handle that information. Luckily, it did not necessarily put U.S. Forces at risk, but what it did do was show where we're vulnerable and the type of systems that we're utilizing for communication with our highest level of government and decision makers. That's unacceptable. And now you're going to look at groups like China, Russia, Iran are going to start targeting these type of platforms to try to hack into it and find the accounts if they're continuing to do this. Also, what's the purpose of having our government organizations to handle our cybersecurity, handle the use of classified information, if we're not going to follow our own policies?
Brian, have you seen something like this before? Is this completely unprecedented?
No, we've seen leak of information, but I've never personally seen it at this level with this high up in the government. I have seen, at the lower levels where information may have been accidentally leaked, not necessarily leaked, but may have been accidentally handled in a way that it went from a classified network down to an unclassified network, or was accidentally sent through an email that it shouldn't have. But again, I keep using the word accidental. What they did was very purposeful, setting up a Signal account to pass this kind of information amongst each other, and then to bring in a journalist like that and not understand who else you're inviting into this. That's just, to me, that's blatantly a misstep of handling of that classified information and, quite frankly, our national security. And if I'm our partners that are out there that are counting on us to properly handle classified information related to them, I'm a little nervous today as to what else might have been being sent over those channels.
Brian, we thank you so much. Always great to see you.
You as well.
Enjoy your insight today, as always.
And a lot more coming up on Erie News Now at 11.
Very much.
Thank you so much, sir. We
Thanks,
appreciate
gentlemen.
that.